Thank you, Rudy. So it's really hard to kind of try and follow up some kind of story with all of the amazing stories that Mr. Sarzo has. It's a funny thing. I lived in Boston for years. I started out at Berkeley, and for all of the years that I was there, I had heard all these crazy stories about Los Angeles, and that, you know, either you're just going to go there and try and be a rock star in 6 months, and if that doesn't happen, you're just going to pack up and go back home. Or a lot of kids had a misconception about how all that was supposed to happen. So I took a long time prior to ever coming out here. And in retrospect, once I realized the opportunities and chances out here, I really wished that I had done it much sooner. I had come out here to do a bunch of gigs and a tour with a guy named Nuno Betancourt. And this was actually after just having done writing and producing a record with Gary Sharon right after Van Halen. It was a project called Tribe of Judah. So our cycle had just finished up, and Nuno had been out here for about 6-7 months, and he wanted to get a band together, and figured that the easiest thing in the world is to find a bunch of guys from Hollywood. So it turned out he had a bunch of auditions and nothing really kind of panned out. So at the end of the day, he called me up and said, listen, I really need you to come out here and do some shows or whatever. So I was like, yeah, no problem. And then I actually hadn't even been out in Hollywood yet, and I probably at that time was in my, I don't know, early to mid 30s or whatever. So it took a while. Anyways, I got out to Hollywood, and from the very first time that I got in Hollywood, I realized that this is the place that I needed to be, and ended up. And there's no way that I would want to live anywhere else. Now, as far as Rudy's thing about being here and finding opportunities, so here's the thing. So I came out to play with Nuno, had done that for a while, and then after that I had answered about an audition for a singer named Avril Lavigne. So as some of you know, it was a Barry Squire type thing at the time, so I wanted to try and find out everything possible to ensure that I got the gig, and I found out who the MD was. And the musical director at that time was a guitar player named Devin Bronson. So the way that this story goes is it went from doing a record with Gary to ending up playing with Nuno for 5 years, and then going from a hard rock project to the pop punk Princess. And Devin actually, partially, one of the reasons he hired me was because I had just done the NAMM show, and Devin had seen Dramagods play at NAMM, and he was like, all right, this guy's pretty good. So, without any further ado, and now that I've wasted 15 minutes of your time, thank you. We're gonna do a song. This is a Dramagods song. Some of you hopefully will know this.
Back up with your medicine.
It's been a while since I looked at you, at least 3 seconds since I thought of you. I know it sounds a little eerie, but I can't help what you do to me. I'm just a victim of your DNA. Don't let me go down. It's not easy. Don't let go.
afraid I'm gonna hurt someone. I'm so obsessed by almost positive secret confessions.